Okay, so great news if you're an Indian fan. You would have seen an absolute demolition of our opposition during the Champions Trophy, and yes, Champion Trophy winners. So, definitely good news. Opposition teams, maybe not so much. But that brings us to a big question. So, is this the best that we've ever done? I mean, it is a record having 23 out of 24 wins. So, that's like more than 95% win record, which is amazing. So, are we ushering a golden era for Indian cricket? So, again, lots of things to look into. On one side, yes, it does look like we are dominating, no doubt. So, are we as good as any of the previous teams? So, for me, if you ask me personally, I would always imagine whenever I look at absolute consistency and nightmares, quite honestly, is the yellow jersey. So around the 90s, it was all Steve Waugh and after Ricky Ponting. They never used to give up. So three consecutive World Cup wins and 25 continuous ODIs. So it was a situation where anytime you were up against them, you'd be lucky if you just win a match, let alone a series. So it was awful. I mean, that is one of the reasons why when the IPL did start, also, even though I'm a great MS Dhoni fan, the minute I saw that yellow jersey, it was like nightmares all over again. So overall, uh, yes, I think they've been one of the most consistent ODI performers in all of history, and it might actually stay that way because the way you're seeing right now, I don't see ODI cricket lasting too much longer because obviously the money is on T20s. That's always there. The 100, I believe it's going to collapse altogether. It's an absolute waste of time. And you have Test. So tests are something that's always amazing. So nice to watch, nice to follow. So you'll always have players and viewers who love test matches. So it is the ultimate test, as they call it. So that's there. But another thing, if you're looking at beyond the 90s, if you're looking at the 70s and the 80s, you have the West Indian team. So they actually brought in the whole calypso cricket where like 27 consecutive tests, and that's an amazing record. So if at all you are a follower of cricket, you know how difficult it is to actually win tests. 27 of them at a stretch, that is phenomenally good. So yes, they seem to be like one of the best attacks at that point of time. Amazing batting, brilliant bowling. I mean, people were literally scared, and that was one of the teams that couple Dave's Devils actually ended up beating. So quite amazing over there. So on the whole, if you're looking at it right now, we can see, I mean, looking at the test match scenario, looking at T20, and even looking at ODIs, whether it continues or not, looks like India has a very solid squad for all of them. I mean, I've always been wondering why don't we actually have squads, like separate squads for each one of them. We have enough of a talent pool. We can have a dedicated test squad, we can have a dedicated T20 squad, we can have even a dedicated ODI squad if required. So it's confusing why they would actually, especially the fast bowlers, why they would take chances. I mean, if you have like Arshdeep Singh, make him as a T20 only bowler. He'd be phenomenal over there. But there are so many people trying to push him into Test now. And you already have really good bowlers in Test. So that's a little surprising for me. But yeah, the way I see it, we have one of the best squads ever. And we're not even talking about the A team. So even if you're looking at, say, the B team, or even if you had to string together a C team, it's probably going to beat many other international teams today. So if you're looking at any of the lesser teams, forget our B team versus their B team. If our B team were to play against a full strength side of, say, anyone, Bangladesh, Pakistan, or even someone from Australia, there's a chance that they'd give them a good fight, if not win altogether. So, looking very hopeful, looking extremely hopeful, and yes, it does seem to be the golden age for Indian cricket. So, yeah, seems to be extremely hopeful for the future. And yeah, we're going to be having the IPL coming soon, so that's going to be a very interesting set of things altogether. So let's look forward to that.